Hi, this is Bridget Ann Stuart with Maps Coaching, and we're spending some time today with DJ Ten Hoeve, who is the owner and leader of the Ten Hoeve Realty Group. He's with Keller Williams Central Monmouth in New Jersey.
Yep.
DJ, first off, thanks for spending time with us today.
Absolutely.
And just tell me a little bit about where you sell real estate and what is compelling about your area. What areas do you serve, and why should people want to live there?
Sure. So our team is solely based in New Jersey, but we do have two locations. So the hub of the team is based in central New Jersey, which is the best location if you are familiar with New Jersey, is central, close to the shoreline. So Monmouth County is about an hour south of Manhattan and about an hour north of Philadelphia, so pretty dead center in the state. But we are a little bit closer to the coast than we are to the western section of New Jersey. So we're located in Holmdel, Colts Neck, Rumson, Fairhaven. Those are some of the luxury markets that we serve.
Okay.
We also have a second team, an expansion team up in northern New Jersey that functions for Hudson County, Bergen County, and Essex County. So
that's great.
Really cover basically the top 2/3 of the state of New Jersey. And the compelling reason why people typically move here is because of the tri-state area being a very big work hub. Obviously, Manhattan, North Jersey, even Connecticut are big draws for high salaries. Wall Street, a lot of people from Wall Street live in our area because it's still about a 45-minute to an hour commute to Manhattan via a high-speed ferry across the San Diego Bay. And then you still have people who can take buses or trains to New York City or to northern New Jersey to work as well. So that's the big reason why people typically live here.
Great. Okay. How long have you lived in that area?
I've grown up in New Jersey my whole life, but I've lived in Monmouth County since 2007. So the same time that I got my real estate license is the time that I moved to here, which is pretty funny because of those of you who've been in real estate that long, 2007 was about the worst time you can imagine getting a real estate license ever.
Right. Well, some people say it was the worst and some say it was the best. You had no choice but to develop incredible skills in real estate if you started your career in 2007.
There's no doubt about it. I credit that to a lot of the reason why I'm still here.
Right. And so you've been in real estate 12 years, right? Mm-hmm. And you've got this great team with 2 locations. Yep. Why are you so passionate about real estate?
So me personally, my story starts from the time I was born. I grew up in a construction business that my family still operates up in northern New Jersey. So I've been around houses my whole life. My career after I graduated college was in medical sales, and I just never really had a heart for it. I learned how to sell, and I really enjoyed that portion of the job, but I didn't enjoy the product that I was selling. And I've been around houses my whole life, so really tried to marry those two things well together, and helping other people achieve the dream of home ownership is a big reason behind what we do. But also, as the listing specialist right now on the team, I tend to help a lot of builders and a lot of developers, and that's a part that I can bring a lot of value to the table for these builders and developers, having my background in construction and growing up in that business as well.
So of course, DJ, you've been in real estate long enough. It's more than just the houses, right? And I know that you have a particular insight into houses with your background growing up in construction. What else are you passionate about in terms of working with clients and helping them either get their home sold or find that next dream home? What's exciting about that for you?
Especially on the listing side of the business, which is where I've sort of gravitated towards over the course of 12 years in the business. I really like the strategy of it and the gamesmanship of trying to make sure that you position the property correctly, even the strategy of what day you hit the market, trying to make sure that everything lines up to give the seller the best odds they possibly can to drive that offer price up, to drive the final sale price up, and to give them the best chance of netting the most money they possibly can to move on to their next house. Because a lot of the people we're helping are either baby boomers who are selling, and they're trying to take this nest egg now that their kids are out of their house, and they're trying to move and build their dream house at the beach or build their dream house in Florida. Or we have younger generation folks who are just starting their families, and this is their first house. And while they might be on the buy side with our team, trying to help set them up for success as best we can, so that when they come to us in 7 years and they're ready to sell the house because they need something bigger, that we can say, we got this for you at a great price, and now we're ready to help you make a lot of money on this house so that you can make your dreams a reality.
Right. It's really satisfying when you're able to do that.
If it's just about the house, you burn out. 12 years in the business, it doesn't sound like a tremendous amount of time when you look at people who've been doing real estate for 40, 50 years, But at a volume of 100 plus houses a year, if it's just about the houses, you burn out real fast.
That's true. That's absolutely true. It's really the people really keep us in it, and what you're able
And
to
it's
do.
still super local. So the majority of the people you're going to do business with are going to be people who know you already, or family or friends. And it's a personal issue. It's a personal matter for a lot of the people you do business with. If it was just transactional, and we're not huge into REOs and things like that, which is a little bit more transactional, but most of our business is personal relationships. And a lot of our clients become close friends of ours after they close.
Yeah, I've noticed that about your business, is that you actually you have a lot of interaction with people that were your clients and now have become just sort of part of the social fabric of your life for you and your family.
Yeah, I mean, they really are an extension of our family. We have a group that we call the Black Key Club, which is a client appreciation club that we've created where we do quarterly events. And this year we're going to be focusing more on doing more micro events on a monthly basis. But we have client appreciation gifts that go out on a monthly basis, the parties that we do, and we really try to keep those people close to us, both selfishly because obviously there's business that comes from that, but we just like the people we do business with. And if we did it the right way from start to finish, they want to spend time with us as well.
Right. Tell me a little bit more about what someone could expect if they reach out to you, and they either need to sell a home or buy a home. What can a consumer expect working with the Ten Hoeve Realty Group?
They can expect that by the time it's over, they never knew there were so many details that had to be covered, but that somebody else would do so much for them, and that they really could focus on their family, focus on their life on a daily basis, and really leave the process of buying or selling their house to us. We have a full staff here. So we have a director of operations, which is Nikki, my wife. We have a transaction coordinator. We have 3 buyer specialists. And then AJ, my cousin, is the buyer specialist and listing specialist up in northern New Jersey. So really, we do have someone who's handling every portion of your sale or your purchase from start to finish, and ironing out all the road bumps that are going to come down the road long before you ever know about them, so that there's never a flawless real estate transaction. It's just the way real estate is. There's always things that go wrong. But if we can see those coming before they happen and address them, so that if it's a molehill, it's a molehill and it doesn't turn into a mountain, that's what our goal is. So that at the end of a transaction, we're aiming for a 5-star review on every and any website we can possibly get, and a referral, at least one, from that client for a friend or a family member who they know who wants to buy or sell a house. That's when I know we did something right.
That's good. One of the things that has stuck out to me about your listings, so just talking for a minute about your listing service, is the way that you expose the properties and the way that you present the properties. Sure. Your listings, whether it is closer to the average sales price or one of your luxury listings, you highlight those properties in a very powerful and compelling way. Can you tell me a little bit more about your philosophy of maximizing return on investment by presenting the property in the best light?
Sure, and I think that really starts the day that I'm there for the listing appointment. I think a lot of real estate agents believe that marketing the property starts on the day that it goes on the market, but there's so much strategy that's necessary to really create that buzz long before it hits the market. Whether it's a seller's market or a buyer's market doesn't really matter. The day that I'm sitting there for the listing appointment, it begins with usually posting something on social media as I'm leaving that listing appointment, if I feel confident that I've left with the listing, to make sure that the buyers out there who are following us on social media or the neighborhood knows that this property is going to be coming on the market in an area where we're allowed to do coming soon posts and things like that. Right. But really making sure that I learn the ins and outs of that house from the owner. And again, this comes back to the background in construction, making sure it's not just about, was the kitchen remodeled? It's knowing every detail about who the cabinet maker was. Where did the molding come from? Especially in some of the higher end listings we have, where things are sourced individually and very specifically. The seller did that for a reason when they built the house. To highlight that is not just important to make them feel good about the house that they built in the house that they're selling and why they hired you, but that the next buyer who comes along, who's really going to want to pay for a custom or a bespoke house like that, they're going to need to know those details. So I put a lot of effort in making sure that I know as much about that house as I possibly can, and then putting it out through as many channels as I can, and trying to really take advantage of social media. Instagram and Facebook and YouTube have been very big for us this year. We put a big push behind that and trying to make sure we're building our following, even if it just means extending our reach so that the people who comment on our post or like our post are sharing that with their spheres as well, and that just increases our branch out. Because we're not in an area where there's a tremendous amount of relocation. It's not like we're in a major city where people are moving here constantly. People who are buying in New Jersey typically live in New Jersey already, or they're relocating in for a business, which is a small portion of our market, or they're moving out of New York City or Hoboken to the suburbs to start a family.
Right. Yeah, that's great. Is there anything else that you want to share just about your passion with real estate? Any final words on what keeps you going in this business?
Probably a part of it that I never really saw coming, which is the coaching aspect of this. So I think most of us get into real estate expecting we're going to be the only person doing this and you're just going to hustle as hard as you can and try to help as many people buy and sell houses as you can. I had a vision in the beginning of building a team with my wife, and it's now grown to 7 people. And I really enjoy the coaching aspect of it, helping people grow their career in real estate as realtors and see their dreams come through about independence and flexibility with their family and buying a vacation property or owning investment properties, helping them get to their goals. Having a career in coaching before this, not in real estate, but in baseball coaching, playing baseball in my past. I love that part about being a team leader of our team, is really being able to work with the agents on a daily basis to help them be successful in real estate. Because the more people that I can help grow their career in real estate, the more people then they can help achieve their dreams in real estate. So it's an extension of my goal.
It's a ripple effect that is very satisfying.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, that's great.
As long as you're good at it. And thankfully, I've got a bunch of great team members underneath me that keep me honest.
Well, very good. So, I really enjoyed speaking with you today about your business. Are you optimistic about the outlook of real estate in Central Jersey and Northern Jersey for 2020?
Absolutely. We're ready. It was a bit of a wonky last quarter of the year with a lot of financial news out there about recession and inverse yield curves, and I think a lot of muddying in the waters, which is just purely not true. If you look at the statistics, it was the busiest year in real estate in the United States history and in New Jersey history. So I think people really need to understand that the market and the economy are great right now, and they should be. If you're looking to buy, this is a great time to buy. If you're looking to sell, it's a great time to sell, and it doesn't really matter what season that is. It's just buying relative to where you sold and selling relative to where you bought.
That's great. Well, thank you so much for spending time with us today. Again, this is DJ Ten Hoeve with Ten Hoeve Realty Group in KW Central Monmouth.
Thanks,
and
Bridget.
also the team up in Northern Jersey as well.